You are now listening to The Beat Basement, Season 6, Episode 1.
What I like most about being a producer, honestly, I just like sounds, bro.
Presents The Beat Basement, where you hear from your livest producers, all of them. And this is where it all goes down, where you hear the funky sounds, from the producers that's up and coming to Grammy Award winning, all of them. And I'm your host, Swish, and we going in. Everything going in. Well, on this episode, man, we got the hottest producers in Chicago, man. These dudes, you better know about them because they on the way all the way to the top. On this episode, I got my boy Jay.
It's good.
What's up, bro?
Man, just chilling, man.
Yeah.
Having a nice day, you know.
That's what's up, man. How is it up here in the Windy City? What's up?
Man, it's crazy, man. You come around a lot of different artists. The environment is different, bro. Yeah, because I've been to, like, L.A. and Hawaii, different places, but ain't nothing like Chicago, bro.
Right, right.
So, you know.
Tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man. So I actually started off rapping before I was producing. And
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I get that a lot from a lot of producers.
Yeah, and then I seen my friend, like, because at that time I didn't want to pay for beats, and it was not even that popular to be paying for beats.
Right.
So my friend, I seen him cooking up, and I'm like, he was using FL Studio, and then it was just like love at first sight. I seen that shit, I'm like, yo, I gotta try this. And then I ain't really go back to rapping after that.
Yeah.
Just kept, I mean, I kind of dabbled, but it was more producing, and then it just started to turn into something bigger. And then I started my social media probably around like 2012 and started building.
How do you like building on the social media sites?
Just putting like beats out every day, just staying consistent. Like there was at one point I was just dropping beats every day for like 4 months straight. Yeah, like just on my Picasso shit. Like not even thinking too much about it. Like this, seeing how much I could just like create. You know, just being a creator. I think a lot of people they get stuck that. Oh, I gotta make this perfect and all that. And for me, it was just, I'm just gonna create and not judge myself and not even value other people's judgment. Yeah. Just make it an exercise, make it a habit. So
finishing beats, like every time you cook them up? Or?
All the time.
Okay.
And finishing beats and uploading them on the site, uploading them on YouTube, like doing all that whole process. So that really started to take my social media to the next level because now I'm at like 40,000 on Instagram, 40,000 plus on Instagram. On my YouTube, getting up to like 4,000 and all that. So things is moving, you feel me?
That's what's up, Jay.
Yeah.
I don't think people really understand how difficult it is to not just cook up, but to have to put it on these social sites. To you know what I'm saying? How's the whole process go for you? Like, is it like an hour? You done with it in an hour?
It used to take me like, maybe like 2 hours because it's like if you're trying to get on every like social media site, like it's different kind of ways you upload them. Especially YouTube, it takes a bit longer if it's like you have to put in the tags and all these other extra elements to build the algorithm. But then I started to cut it down and focus on like certain platforms that are working for me instead of trying to do all platforms because I feel like a lot of people tell people like, yeah, you gotta be on this, you gotta be on that, but truly. Like test them and then see which one is working for you and then just double down. Yeah. So that's what I was doing.
What's your favorite platform to market to?
Definitely Instagram.
Okay.
Because that's where my phone is at, and then YouTube and then TikTok. Those are like the 3 ones that I really fuck with right now. Oh,
you good. Do you think that other up and coming or producers should market to that platform? Or
honestly, I would say in my opinion those are the popular ones, like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube most definitely. And I get like a lot of producers are in Twitch now. Me, since I got something working right now, I'm just building on that, and then I could later on branch into these different ones. So that's another thing. I feel like a lot of people is trying to get on so many at once, but they don't realize if you build one, all the other ones could just like you can send traffic from that one you built to all the other ones.
Yeah. Producers, do y'all hear that, man? Pick a platform and stick to it, man.
Because at the end of the day, the way every like platform has its own content strategy. Like with TikTok, it's a different way that they do their videos. Instagram, different way they do their videos. YouTube, and if you don't know that and you just blindly just putting out stuff, it's not gonna ever hit. It's not gonna ever stick. So,
yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So let's go back to this FL Studios. So what really drew you into that DAW, and do you just use that DAW now?
Well,
still,
I engineer on Pro Tools, and I use Logic. I use GarageBand before, and I use Machine. So I use FL and Machine. Those are my main ones right now. But with FL, that was just the first one. I feel like when you go to your first one and you start working with it, you build that habit of it. So then it's like you get better at it.
Right.
So, and then I don't know. The workflow is just a lot easy, bro. Like everything is just user friendly. I feel like with Logic or Ableton, I mean, maybe because I haven't been on it longer, but I don't know. FL is just that.
That's that guy.
Yeah,
that's it.
It just works very smooth, bro. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What kind of sound? What kind of sound do you have?
I mean, I have quite a few, like Nexus, Omnisphere, Contact, and those are like the main ones. I don't really like to have so much libraries and stuff because then it's just, it's too much for me.
Yeah. What sounds do you usually use?
I like the piano since I be playing the piano a lot. So I start off with a piano, then I switch to a different kind of sound later on, like a guitar maybe or strings. I kind of really like the epic vibe of stuff.
Yeah. How old were you when you got started with music, or was it just love that you had for it the whole time? Or?
I think cause my dad, he did music and shit. Like he from like Jamaica, so he was doing like all these kind
respect, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. So my family, they from Jamaica, so it's like music kind of already ran through my family and stuff. I don't even really know particular like what age I really kind of started, but music was always around, so I would always be listening to it.
Yeah.
And then maybe by like freshman year of high school, then it started really hitting like, okay,
this is what
let me dabble into this. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I feel like because there's a lot of people that grow up not listening to music.
Right.
Like to me, I thought that was crazy, bro. Because I thought everybody had some kind of sense of music. And then I started to realize when I got more into this producer field, a lot of people never had that background. And I'm like, damn, that was actually a blessing that I didn't even see, to actually be around a lot of music and just go from there.
And what made you want to take it to that next level? What made you, because you in the studio, you putting out music, you grinding for it, you know what I'm saying?
It was really in the sense of, I don't know, it was just one of those creations, because there's a lot of,
wanted to do?
That's all I kind of wanted to do for the most part. Like, I used to play sports and stuff, but then I kind of stopped, and then I just got into music, so it's like, what else,
Right.
Like, I did do drawing for a little, but music was just something that always kind of stick. And like I said, I feel like because of my childhood, being around that, it was just kind of meant to happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
I feel like from your childhood is like, depending on what you're around, that's what you're going to be built out to be.
Right. What is it about the music? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, it really came from watching movies, bro. Like, the soundtrack alone and the vibe that you get from a movie, like if it's like a Dark Knight and the epic scene with the epic music in the background, it was like, that was just so appealing to me, and I'm like, I want to create that emotion.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what made me dive into music a lot more.
Yeah.
So later on, I might be film scoring.
Right.
Because that's where it really started from. Like, a lot of people think, oh, was I inspired by like an artist or a producer? It really wasn't that. It was really movies.
Yeah. So what kind of feeling do it give you, when you create and,
those kind of
from
songs?
A blank sheet?
Well, I like to think about the environment I'm in, so I have like this image in my head, like, okay, if I want to make some kind of trap beat, I like put myself in a situation of like an epic concert, like shit that's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be live.
I build a vision in my head, and then I just kind of vibe with that vision.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's my process.
Yeah, man. These movies, soundtracks was like the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just growing up, soundtracks used to be it. I don't know what happened so much to them, you know what I'm saying? But I still like the movie scores, though.
Yeah.
I still like, you know what I'm saying, the people that's, creating the soundtracks for like you said, like Dark Knight, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
It's an interesting process, bro. Like when you really like dive deep into it, like you really have to set that emotion with that scene.
Yeah.
You know, Hans Zimmer does it really great. You know.
Right. Yeah, man. So this was the first thing you picked up, a piano, keyboard.
Honestly, in elementary, I used to like play like the clarinet, like all these other instruments that I don't play no more, like the recorder.
I wish I would have stayed with that though. I wish I would have stayed with that clarinet.
With the clarinet?
I think they just made us do it just to play something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It was that kind of thing, bro. Like,
yeah,
switching off. I think it was like a flute, clarinet, and the recorder.
Yeah.
Those kind of instruments. Yeah, those are like my first ones.
Those started it off.
Yeah, and that was elementary, bro. Like so.
Man. You taught yourself how to play the
piano?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, bro. Like I just went on YouTube, took the many courses, and also went to like piano studios and learned from a lot of people. So I was just doing a lot of like learning, type of stuff.
That's what's up. Do you feel like you still learning?
Oh yeah. Every day, bro. Like I'm always trying to learn more and more. Like learning is limitless.
Yeah. Do you what do you think about producer kits and all that? You know, them coming out with they, so
like MIDI kits and stuff.
So many of them.
I mean, I feel like it could kind of hinder your process if you don't know what is going on, because then you're going to rely on it. Because for me, I read sheet music, so now I could like understand if I'm looking at a MIDI, I can understand what they're doing, and then I could like figure out the patterns in my head and use those patterns that they use in the MIDI and put in my own thing. But from another perspective of a producer that didn't read sheet music and don't know how to align certain things, they're going to look at it like, oh, this is what I need to do, rather than like have a creative process of how to like really go about it. So I think that's what makes it a bit different, because you could rely on them. A lot of people that start off, they'd be like, this is all they know,
Right.
They don't know how to actually implement, like remake it type stuff.
Yeah. So you go by JaeFreshman. How'd you come up with the name?
Yeah. So like I said, I was a rapper, and I was actually in a group called the Freshmen in high school, and like we kind of branched off. Everybody started to do their own thing. You know how that goes.
Yeah,
like everybody goes their separate way after high school.
Yeah.
And I went through quite a few names, and I was like, man, what can I really call myself? I went from J1, J Guns, like all these different kind of names, and I'm like, JaeFreshman just made sense.
Well, that's what they do, man. That's what's up. Anything else you wanna tell the producers, the fans, the listeners?
Always keep creating, Follow me on Instagram at JaeFreshman, on YouTube. Everything JaeFreshman, honestly.
It's the cook up. Time for the cook up.
Good things happen to those that hustle. Yeah, man. You know what you got to do. You know what it's going to take. You got to keep going. You got to keep hustling. The hustle do not stop. Even when there's nothing left, if you keep hustling, that's when it comes. That's when the big score comes. That's when the touchdown comes. That's when the goal comes. So keep hustling. Keep working hard. Hard work pays off. That's my word, y'all. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Peace.